We are on a new topic called linear inequality. And once we understand the concept of linear equation, linear inequality will become simple. The difference between linear equation and inequality is that for linear equation, it includes equal sign. But for linear inequality, we use symbols such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. And also, under linear inequality, we represent our answers on a number line. But for linear equation, you cannot represent your answer on a number line. That's the main difference between linear equation and inequality. So, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to know a brief introduction of linear inequality and also how to represent linear inequality on a number line. Objective. Brief introduction of linear inequality. B. How to represent inequality on a number line. So as I said, for linear inequality, it involves symbols such as greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. It involves symbols, and we represent our answers on a number line. And for inequality too, we solve for variable. But always take note that if the coefficient of the variable is negative, the symbol will change. This means once they give you greater than in the question, greater than will change to less than. Greater than or equal to will change to less than or equal to. Always note that if the coefficient of the variable is negative, the symbol will change. That's the main clue you should have under linear inequality. So now let us represent linear inequality questions on a number line. And once we do this, we will move on to the types of linear inequality. So let us know how to represent inequality on a number line. Example: x is greater than 4 on a number line. And always take note that a number line is always divided into two main equal parts. This 0 divides it into two main equal parts. This is neither positive nor negative. The numbers at the right hand side is positive values, and the numbers at the left hand side is negative values. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can continue. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So always numbers at the left hand side is negative and numbers at the right hand side is positive. So this 0 divides the number line into two equal parts. That's the positive part and the negative part. So let us now represent s is greater than 4 on a number line. And always if they give you greater than, less than, it has an open circle. You must not shade the circle. But greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, you shade the circle. The circle is always shaded. So this is open circle. Open circle. Shaded circle. Shaded circle. So we want to represent s is greater than 4 on a number line. So this is how you represent it. This is how you represent it. You write your 0. You see they gave us 4. One can write 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. Let's look at our number line. You see this arrow? This arrow is our what? Less than, because it's a less than symbol. And this is our greater than. You see how greater than look like. So s is greater than 4. You put your open circle on the 4. And greater than moves to this direction because this symbol is a greater than. Or this is the simplest way. You just write your 0 that divides the number line into 2 equal parts. You write this 4 and you negate here as -4. So if s is greater than 4, then you bring your open circle on the 4 and you let this arrow move on to the right direction because this is a greater than. So you must write this s is greater than 4 on your number line. Let us take our second example. Represent s is less than or equal to -2 on a number line. So we now want to know how to represent linear inequalities on a number line. So you write your 0 that divides the number line into 2. Here is +2 and this part you negate it 2. Now they have given us less than or equal to. This means this is a shaded circle. So you first shade it because it's -2. They didn't talk of +2. They are saying less than or equal to. So less than, this is the symbol for less than. This is where less than, the direction. So you write it like this. So it's s is less than or equal to -2. That's our second example. Third example. Represent x 3, 4. Now, they have given us 2 symbols, and this question is simple. They have given us 2 symbols. So now you check. You see they have given us s is less than or 4. S is less than 4, or s is greater than what? 3. What this means is that you write your 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, -3, -4. What numbers are they talking of? They are talking of what? 3 and what? 4. So you draw one circle on 3 and one circle on what? 4. Because they are talking of 3 and 4. If they were talking of 3 and -4, you draw a circle on 3 and -4. So once they are talking of this, you join these 2 circles. And since there is no equal sign here, you leave it. It's an open circle. So s for 3. Let's take our final example and how to represent linear. Represent x -2, 5 on a number line. So we now have -2 and positive what? 5. They are talking of -2 and positive what? 5. So you write your -1, -2, -3. Here you can start from 4, 5, 6. So what numbers are they talking of? It's -2 and what? 5. So you write your circles on it. -2 and what? 5. But s is less than 5. This means this is an open what? Circle. But once s is greater than or equal to what? Negative 2. This means you shade this one because they said greater than or equal to. If here was supposed to be less than or equal to this 5 to you what? Shade it. So you join this one and you write this on it. S is 5, negative 2. That's our answer. So I believe now we all know how to represent our answer on a number line. That's representing linear inequalities on a number line. And once we know this and we start our calculation, it becomes simple because they will ask you to represent your answers on a number line after working it. Thank you and enjoy your day.